everyone. Welcome to our exciting edition of SRB Gaming. I'm Kristen, and of course, I'm joined by Richard from Nerdy Chic Universe.
Up, you beautiful nerds.
Yes. And on today's episode, we're continuing our key 3 festivities as we're checking a look at the Xbox Game Showcase 2023 / the Starfield Direct. So I'm just gonna keep it labeled as Xbox Game Showcase 2023 because let's just be honest, as a whole, it's a thing. If you want to see our Starfield Direct timestamp, it's down below. Like it'll be down there along with the timestamps of any other moments or all the games they announced and stuff here today at this event. So it's timestamps below if you want to specifically look at our Starfield Direct reactions. But we're not keeping this separate. We're just gonna do it all one go. The title still is going to remain as Xbox Game Showcase 2023. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so last year's was better than the years before, but it was still lacking. Like, it had some big things. Like, they showed a new gameplay trailer for Hollow Knight Silk Song. They showed a couple more games that I'm forgetting off the top of my head that I'm going to look right now off of YouTube Studio so I can look at what happened last year. So I'm just going to keep talking while I look this up for like 2 seconds. Come on. Xbox.
Distraction.
Hey,
look, a distraction.
Okay. So previously, let's see. Oh, God. I sometimes forget how long I've had this computer for because this was still a laptop era of these. It was a mix of like decent things overall. Like I said, we got Hollow Knight Silk Song. We got Redfall, which looking back at it now, dodge that bullet. Oh, there's a whole story to that. Oh my God! I think I told you. Yeah, I told you the story about it already. About the Redfall.
And I've seen plenty of other people online talking about it too. So I'm familiar with the story.
Let me see here. Last year we got a couple good indie titles. We got some more on Scorn. We got some Hot Wheels DLC for a Forza game. Let me see. We got Wolong Fallen Dynasty. Some more on Diablo 4. Ooh, a really cool looking Metroidvania one called The Last Case of Benedict Fox. We got that one as well. I think select Persona games were coming to Xbox as well. So 3, 4, and 5 are all coming to Xbox and Xbox Game Pass.
All the ones that started on the PS2 era were ported over.
Then, like I said, then Kojima announced he was doing a game. He's gonna be doing a game with Microsoft. And then they showed more Starfield, which, what did we say? It was like, you got your Fallout and my No Man's Sky, and you got my No Man's Sky and your Fallout.
We did the whole Reese's commercial thing there, just like the chocolate, peanut butter in my chocolate.
So if you remember last year's promise was all these games they were showing will be released by like spring 2023. Now, let's be fair, not counting Silk Song, there's actually been quite a few.
I know, but still, that's one of those things, guys. It's like, guys, industry, please don't make that promise. Don't ever make a hard promise like that.
Like Arc 2 even got delayed as well. The Vin Diesel one, that got delayed.
Always couch it as the goal is to release.
Yeah, wording sucks. But anyways, it was a decent enough like show. Like I think Nintendo won that last year. I don't remember exactly.
Let's see. Well, didn't they like have like, or did they wait till later to drop most of the Tears of the Kingdom information by that point?
I don't know. So what are we getting here is the question this year. So there's a report that Microsoft is going to be showing a lot more, because you remember a couple years ago they showed a lot of first-party CG trailers, and but it was just CG trailers. This year apparently they're promising a lot more first-party stuff, lean more towards actual gameplay footage. There's even talk and teasing that we will finally get to see our actual first look at the new Fable game from the what was it, from Playground Games, the guys behind the Forza Horizon series. We gained that to see here today. Obviously, this, like I said, we're gonna get obviously more Starfield, which got delayed twice already. Now coming out this September. So let's see. Is there anything else? There could be Hollow Knight again. There's a big leak pertaining to a popular JRPG series that I won't spoil here.
I already.
You don't know. I know, unfortunately, because I keep up with this shit.
I do know about it.
We'll keep quiet about it and let's see what they get.
We won't spoil for anyone who's managed to not get spoiled on it so far, but
yeah,
we'll point it out when we get to it.
Yeah, but I'm curious to see what their first party's been working on. Like, I know Obsidian's been working on like Avowed, their big RPG. I know there was one. I remember the one called Contraband, where it was like, it looks like a 4-player adventure heist game. It kind of got that vibe from it from a couple of years ago. We should see what Double Fine's working on next. I know Ninja Theory. We got Hellblade 2. We haven't heard about Hellblade 2's release date for it yet. Like, maybe we'll get that here. Like, they've been touting that game for a while now. So, like, I feel like we're right on the corner from an actual date, a release date. Yeah, honestly, the biggest thing for them is going to be Starfield. Like, they have the big Starfield Direct, which, I don't know. I'm still like, whatever. Like, they confirmed sex is in the game, which I'm like, okay. Oh my god. Dude, it reminds me of the Devolver Direct. Where was it? Teenage Volby graffitis the word sex on the wall.
Oh god.
And talks about having an earache and not giving a shit. Watch our Devolver Direct reactions if you haven't yet, folks. Short but entertaining regardless.
I was gonna say one asterisk that needs to be on every single trailer or anything that they put up here is that it's also coming to PC. Even if they say coming to Xbox, it's coming to PC.
Yeah, one thing we didn't bring up. One thing I brought up was like Keighley switched it from world premiere videos to just global game announcements and stuff like that. He didn't really use the world premiere, just global game. Basically, he took a thesaurus and looked up the alternate way of saying world premiere. Global game announcement. Video game variation of it. But I don't know. Like, with these, my speculation is usually low. Like, they haven't had a good one since like 2019. When that, I think that wasn't that the year Devil May Cry 5 was announced. I think the last really good one was when DMC 5 was announced.
No, 2018 was when they announced it because it came out in 2019.
Right, 2018. I think 2018 was the last really, really good one. Like, 2019 was a mixed bag, but it was good. But it was a lot of world premiere exclusive. You know what you said.
I still lived in Orlando, and we were able to do these a lot more in person, a lot more easily when Devil May Cry 5 came.
Silver lining, though, realize how important Zoom online streaming is, and webcams. I have a highly expensive webcam I'm using right now for this. Occasionally freezes. But I'm looking forward to see whatever they show. Like, maybe something will make me pop hard. Like, Summer Game Fest successfully did that. PlayStation Showcase did that a couple times. And like, man, I got shit on the Discord for like saying I thought the Summer Game Fest event was better than Showcase. I'm like, look, it was like, it dragged. It did drag near the end, but like, it was still good. Like, there was still entertaining stuff to look forward to. Like, and plus, who can go wrong with Nicolas Cage?
Well, and also just like, like, it was just like there was just so many bangers of like, of like what they did have to show. Like the one thing that was kind of almost a waste of time was the Spider-Man 2 one. That was like the only thing that they.
Yeah,
all they did was just announce that.
that could have been a press release. That could have been email. That could have been a press release. Like that one was like the stupidest announcement. I think one of these stupider announcements. Oh, yeah, I found out. You remember that Final Fantasy swerve Keeley did for DoorDash?
Yeah.
Apparently that was unintentional. Because Kyle Bossman got to do a podcast with Easy Allies, and they asked him about that. Was that intentional? And he was like, no. In the script, he was just going to say, speaking of Final Fantasy, you can check out the DoorDash. They weren't expecting the audience response after the Ever Crisis trailer. Like, I'm like, oh, that's kind of sucks. But you kind of had that coming at the same time, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. But yeah, let's dive into this. I mean, regardless, we're gonna have some No Man's Sky in our Fallout on No Man's Sky, and whatever they have else to show. I mean, want to be excited. Like I am about mid, like with Summer Game Fest. I'm like low mid, because Fable's gonna make me pop. Like I like Fable. Fable's gonna probably make me pop, but that's probably it. So I'm about like mid-ish. Where's your excitement level on this? Like I said, I'm mid-ish, like with Summer Game Fest.
Yeah, I was gonna say like mid, like scale of 1 to 10. I'd say I'm maybe about a 4.
4? Yeah. What? Okay. That, you know what? That is fair because you're doing on the Angry Joe reaction wise, so you're below average excited.
Well, and to top it off, like just like unless they've got like some multi-platform stuff that I'll have access to, I don't really have a way to play a lot of this stuff. So
yeah, now I mean it's gonna be forever because I want to get the Halo Infinite Series X because that one looks really nice, and that Ferrari that that Porsche one looks like dog shit.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least the one they showed, there were the other designs, but we didn't get a good look at them.
Yeah, so they decided to show the shitty one. Okay, so let's dive into this as we're checking a look at the Xbox Game Showcase 2023 and that thing attached to it called the Starfield Direct as well. But like I said, timestamps are below if you want to get our specific reactions. But here we go. So I hope you guys enjoy. And it's in US and Canada if that wasn't obvious. And 18 plus. There's going to be a lot of hookers and blackjack. How's the audio on your end?
Oh, it's good.
Good? Okay,
yeah.
Good. Let me know if there's any audio issues.
All right, if anything happens, I'll let you know.
Oh, we're finally doing this, are we? Because I was going to make a sandwich.
Wait. Oh, they're starting with it!
Let's do it.
Wait, that's Richard Iotti! Dave, that's
shit, Richard Iotti?
Heroes.
This is Fable.
We've all seen them, haven't we? Swanning about the place.
What the fuck?
Their disproportionately high cheekbones and comically massive weapons.
Whoa!
Because they like to rough up bandits, don't they? Living it up with the common folk every single night. On a day-to-day basis, I'd say the true hero's me, someone who's breaking new ground with fruit, with veg, on the agricultural side of things.
I love this!
Not wafting around mythical creatures.
Oh, you can kick the chicken still.
Wafters.
Yeah, well done.
You see, I'm
well done.
To slay legendary beasts. I'm here to conquer the vegetable, not a euphemism. Let's face it, the age of heroes is over. This is the age of innovation.
I like as soon as you turned around, everyone, ugh. Ooh, giants? Are we gonna fight giants?
One moment.
Very good question.
Oh, he's the giant.
This is awkward.
Yeah.
Hey, Lumpy, he plays a giant vegetable enthusiast. Oh, fuck. Ah, yeah, that comedy's back, Fable. Are we gonna see gameplay or like? Oh. Oh, come on! That can't be it! No release date? No, just a
World premiere.
fine, be that way, assholes. I'm sorry, I call bullcrap on that. That was good, but like release date, gameplay footage. It's been like 2 years.
Nope.
Compulsion Games. Oh, these are the guys who did that creepy smiling game.
Bones. Been a while. So, you remember that favor you owe me? I'm looking for a creature. Huge, sneaky.
Wow, rookie levels of drawing art style.
No? Well, hey, how about you guys?
Like a Bayou Monster Hunter game? Monster hunting game?
Nobody? Not helpful.
It's behind me, isn't it?
Sneaky.
South of Midnight. Okay. That's great. That's two CG trailers. I like the stop motion style, but is that the gameplay?
Game Pass.
Get the Game Pass thing.
No idea. Probably not.
Global game announcement. Gameplay.
These are dangerous times. At least that's what I hear.
Oh yeah, Star Wars. Massive was working on a new Star Wars game. Yeah.
So,
And before you get
guys
worried,
got
no,
my
this is a
attention.
functioning game.
No, they got my attention. They
Oh
got my
gee, I wonder
attention.
who else could be.
If I want to survive,
I wrote Star
I have to
Wars.
play their game.
Okay.
Looks like I'm all in.
She's in here somewhere.
On second thought, I'm out.
Okay. Cool, we're on the run. Like any Star Wars property, we're always on the run. They never just want to say hi, you know?
I've been held back my whole life. And now, I just need a chance to finally be free. Wherever that takes me.
Okay, cool.
I'm here to offer you a way out, okay?
Get off my ship, Jalen.
Give me a chance. You're gonna have to trust me. It'll be dangerous, risky. But if you pull this off, you'll never...
I'm getting are you getting Uncharted vibes? Yeah, I'm getting Uncharted vibes too. Yeah. Less like what Jedi Survivor is to Dark Souls, more like what Star Wars is to Uncharted.
It's a big galaxy out there, and I'm gonna risk it all.
Cool. Star Wars Outlaws. Like the name. 2021 actually has a release window. But once again, oh, okay. See, they get a pass. At the very least, they went Ubisoft forward.
Fable, South of Midnight.
No, you don't get to be hyped. All three of those trailers were CG. Fable, we haven't seen in 2 years, and you're fucking giving me this bullshit. I'm sorry. I love Richard IA to death, but fuck you.
Powerful of all entertainment. It transports, it challenges.
How is Fable still the one and only game? Well, it's one of only 2 games I want to get for a Series X. That's sad.
The greatest place to play. By partnering with the most ambitious of game creators and by unleashing the power of the gaming community.
What are your thoughts so far? Like 3 straight CG trailers.
From mobile devices to PCs to consoles.
I mean, at least the Star Wars Outlaws one sounds kind of interesting. It sounds like they might have revived the old 1313 project.
Well, remember, the original 1313 project was going to be a Boba Fett prequel.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying it. You know, obviously there's been a lot of changes made. I'm just saying it sounds like they kind of revived the idea.
It does feel, you know what it feels like? It feels like they wanted to do Uncharted by way of Han Solo. Does that make sense?
Honestly, with the look of the female lead, and the fact that they even
This next game is from Thunder Lotus.
And the fact they even basically included an assassin droid, I was going to say Uncharted by way of Rogue One.
Okay, cool. This is from Spiritfarer. That developer did that really cute, like 2D animal parting ways game. Apparently, going back to their action roots.
Yeah, we shall see.
Okay, definitely them. Recognize the art style.
Yo, what? Charge!
You know, I can guarantee this is gameplay. It took their 4th game in this presentation. Ooh, that's not good. Pick up and raid. Also, other people can join you on your roguelike adventure from the looks of things.
Chosen Undead.
Yeah. "33 player co-op. What the fuck?
That's an oddly specific number.
I don't know. Maybe you have to go at it 11 at a time.
I was going to say it's got to be something thematic then, because you could have gone, you know, 30, 32, or 35. Would have been like the nice round numbers to go with. But 33. 33 player co-op.
So what is this?
Oh, yeah,
33. That's why. It's the name of the game. Yeah.
Thematic.
33 Immortals. 2024, another release window. What's with that probing noise at the end of all of these?
All right, guys. It's a
Payday. 3?
Just in and out. Nothing to it.
Payday 3?
It's about time, so.
I know they've been working on it for a while. I think it's Payday 3 or Payday 2. I don't
No,
keep up with it.
it's got to be 3 because this does not look like 2. This looks different.
Hit the floor.
You know the difference between this heist game and the one we saw in PlayStation Showcase? This one has gameplay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, this doesn't look like Payday 2. It looks like this has got to be 3.
I mean, it's nice to see gameplay, like in-game footage.
I mean, it looks like Payday gameplay, and Payday gameplay is fun, so, you know.
I mean, from based on the little I know about the Payday series, this looks to be hella more expansive than the last two games. Yeah, definitely a lot more expansive than the other two games. Yeah, Payday 3. Cool. September 20th. 2 days after Mortal Kombat 1 comes out. Okay.
I don't think they have a lot to worry about. Not really a lot of crossover, I imagine, between the two player bases.
World premiere.
Quit trying to probe my brain, Microsoft, with that noise. Ah, here it is. The worst kept secret in the world because of Atlas themselves. Jesus Christ, man. They couldn't have just not jumped the gun here. Is this what I think it is? I mean, I could be wrong. You know, there it is. Persona 3 Remake.
Mm-hmm.
I know one friend of mine who's going to love this. Who played the shit out of the original Persona 3.
Honestly, I always meant to play the older ones, but I never got a chance, so I'm definitely gonna take a chance with this one.
Yeah, I think it was like
so
around
pretty.
I think it was around Persona 3 where it really started to be the Persona series started to be its own thing separate from the SMT franchise. P3 Reload.
I mean, it makes
Early
sense. This is the one where you summon your persona by basically pointing what looks like a gun at your head.
2024.
I remember some great meme jokes that I remember some great jokes that came out of that.
Mm-hmm. In-game footage of cinematics. Cool. Pirate game?
You want to make that Soul Calibur joke? Transcending history and the world.
Assassin's Creed game? No Obsidian. Oh, I think this is Avowed.
People don't like you very much, do they?
Yeah, this is their one new IP they've been working on. Avowed. Yeah, this is another first party.
To investigate some plague.
Ugh. Yeah, I hate when you have mutant bears.
You want us to trust you.
Boot to the head.
But the truth is, you scare us.
Neat.
The way you fight.
Neat.
The power you wield.
Okay.
The secrets you keep. You're either here to save us or destroy us. So now that you have all this power, what are you gonna do with it?
Well, isn't it obvious? I'm gonna go fuck some shit up.
I'm gonna go fuck some shit up. Avowed, coming 2024. Okay.
No, you're right. That is the title of it, Avowed.
Yeah, they announced this like a while back. Like the same presentation they unveiled Fable, they unveiled Avowed, like a CG trailer for Avowed. Looks like a solid looking like Skyrim like. Elder Scrolls like, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Ooh, Everwild. No, wait, definitely not Everwild.
Rare and Lucasfilm? Okay.
Oh, god damn it. Is this another Sea of Thieves DLC? It is! Wait. Oh, no, wait! Lucasfilm! Didn't they also do Monkey Island?
Yes.
Oh! Called it! The Legend of... What?
Sea of Thieves, the Legend of Monkey Island.
What? How does Sea of Thieves keeps on giving us the biggest surprises of these conferences? Like, remember when they said Jack Sparrow is coming to Sea of Thieves?
Mm-hmm. Luxury ship, a ship with just a splash of je ne sais quoi.
The Legend of Monkey Island.
You mean Governor Guybrush.
Oh, he's a governor now?
That mansion for almost a year.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? I told you no autographs. Though I see you have a meet and greet ticket. And I guess it's not every day that you get to meet the mighty pirate Guybrush Threepwood.
It's the same voice actor too.
Nice.
And then it's still Guybrush.
It's still
same Guybrush.
Has turned the memories of this island into a prison for Guybrush.
Wow. What a way to keep this thing. Oh, god
Oh,
damn
and
it.
it's LeChuck. Nice.
You need these.
Things may be very different from the Sea of Thieves you know.
Looks like a lot of fun. Were they using chickens?
I couldn't tell.
Free too. When? July 20th. Wow. Fucking hell. See if these keeps on just delivering on their like surprise expansions. Like surprise pirates, surprise pirate rescue, surprise Monkey Island. Okay, yeah, you already said that. Sobo. Sounds familiar. Generation. Oh. So is this like Flight Simulator 2? Search and Rescue Edition?
Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024.
Honestly, when we call price, it's called Microsoft Rescue Simulator. That's the vibe I'm getting.
Well, I think some versions of it would let you do stuff like this to begin with, so I
think it's like it's a new Microsoft Simulator game, but I don't think they're clear on what it is exactly.
I know what I'm going to call it. Padding, padding, padding.
You do you. Let's go say Microsoft Simulator for now. I mean, these games always look impressive. Like, the level of detail and hard drive space is astounding.
Oh yeah, they'll make your solid state drives make whirring noises. Just it's like,
Ooh,
but it's a
you can
solid
do
state
air.
drive.
Yeah. Air
It's like,
racing.
it's a solid state drive. It's not supposed to make a spinning noise. Yeah, I know exactly, right?
Well, let's just do training. It feels like an expansion of Flight Simulator. Sky is called 2024.
I was right about the title. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. I said that as a joke.
It's a seasonal update. Okay.
Still, I was joking.
Okay. We got you. Coming to oh, they're adding the fucking ship from Dune, one of the aircrafts from Dune, into Flight Simulator. I forgot the name of it.
Still, that's cool. Did it pause? Okay, it did that buffer thing for you too.
What buffer thing? Okay.
It hiccuped for a second, but it's fine. It's playing again.
Okay.
It just hiccuped for a moment.
Long live the fighters. Dune, Microsoft Flight Simulator, Sea of Films. November 3rd for that. Okay, cool.
Hi, Melina here, speaking to you from our performance capture stage at Ninja Theater,
There we go.
where we have just wrapped our shoots for Senua Saga Hellblade 2. When we first showed gameplay for Hellblade 2, it was a look at some of the game's cinematic and immersive action, where Senua faced off against a gigantic troll on the Icelandic coastline.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Like, really well done overall.
Today, we're taking you deeper into Senua's story, her personal quest, her unique perspective on the world, and the intimate journey that awaits you in Senua's Saga. What you'll see today is all captured by the team on Xbox Series X.
Gameplay, cool. So far, you've been on a roll with that one after whatever the fuck Star Wars Outlaws was doing. Yeah, this one you have to really focus up on where or not what's gameplay, what's CG.
Slipping through our soul, following the threads of.
Is it just coming out of one of your headphones right now?
He's here to find them. The ones who hide.
No. I'm getting it out of both.
Dude, it's coming out with just one for me.
A question.
Oh, it's on the right now! Oh, that's so...
When it's so simple.
Wow, that's... They actually incorporate it into the... They actually incorporate it into the headset if you're watching directly from the YouTube video. That's pretty dope.
A part of you that darkens.
Yeah, I heard, like, if you want the true immersive experience, you gotta play the first game of a headset. Because this is what I'm feeling right now. Is apparently what I heard is exactly what you get in the first Hellblade game.
Yeah, like I was hearing the breathing in in my right one, but most of the talking was in the left.
When you get a chance after this presentation, when you get a chance to watch just this, and you'll see what I mean. If you just watch with the headphones, you'll get the.
Well, I'm getting the binaural audio right here, like.
It's time to find out.
That's so freaky.
What are you waiting for?
I'm here.
So.
More than one. Where are they?
Where are you?
What do they want? I don't like it. I'm scared. This is too much.
You gotta blink to remember some of this is actual gameplay.
Their eyes everywhere. You can feel them boring into her. What is she supposed to do? Do something. Ask them.
What do you want me to do?
Pick up my dry cleaning.
Our souls fought through hell to find us.
You were lost. Not anymore.
Are you ready for what you will find here?
What we will find. What if it's all for nothing? What is that? There. They are waiting. There. It's them. It's you. What will they do to her? What will we do to us? Touch it.
Don't touch it. You don't know where it's been.
You're mine. Your voices. All the parts of you that are broken. You can be whole. All the grief, all the rage, all the fear.
Everything I've seen, everything I've done, has led me to this place.
We've come so far, not far enough. Say it. You are ready. Tell them.
Tell them the release date.
I am here
Tell them.
now.
We get lost forever. What will happen to them? What will happen to you?
I will not let them down.
She is ready. They know. Go.
Whoa. Her reflection literally sucked her in.
You, Senua. Those you have saved.
Ah, just a release window. Just a release window. Damn. Bizarre. Some of these games, like, how do you not have a release date yet, you know? Ooh. Oh, Like a Dragon. Was it Like a Dragon 2? Oh god, he's butt ass naked. I don't know if we're all show this much ass on the reaction. He looks like he's in like Hawaii, maybe?
Hawaii, Miami. I mean,
tie me on that shellfish. Tie me on that lotion. Where the fuck is he?
okay, hold on. Those buildings in the background. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Miami Beach, man.
Okay, cool, Miami.
And honestly, a dude just being naked on the beach, not the weirdest thing you'll see there. I can promise you that.
I think Miami or Hawaii. The only thing we seen was Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth. Okay. Infinite. Early 2024. All that told me
the buildings there at the beach kind of reminded me of Miami Beach. So
Bethesda.
No, I say this is a guy from Miami. It looks very familiar. Yeah.
Oh, we can talk. This Fallout 76 crap. Because for some reason, this fucking game is still alive.
The fruit of years of prudent progress and determined reclamation, and 15 million dwellers worth of keen imagination. From the heart of West Virginia to the depths of the pit.
Well, we owe it all to Vault 76.
No matter if you roam alone or spend your time with friends, you'll find a home in Appalachia where the good times never end. There are
the fuck costumes are those?
time before the war, along with loads of friendly folks to meet and enemies galore. Our world is always changing. Greater foes are overthrown as we embark on expeditions into thrilling new unknowns.
Is this like a complete edition?
You're never short on things to do or places to explore. Think you've seen it all, eh? Well, how about this? Pack your bags for an escape of Epicurean bliss. Put your rad shield on and fix your hair up pretty, because we're headed for the boardwalk of Atlantic City.
Oh.
There you have it.
Oh, I thought we were done. No, it's still going.
Make the wasteland your waste home. And when you hear adventure calling, when you're looking for some kicks, answer the call of Vault.
Answer the call of Vault.
Answer the call of Vault 76.
Kill me now?
With Xbox Game Pass.
So, okay, just
Atlantic City expansion coming soon.
DLC. That's well, fine, let's keep going. What? Okay.
Capcom, you have my attention. What
is this? No, shut up, Angel!
Well,
dude, could this be Onimusha 5?
That's what I'm thinking, because I don't know of any franchises they have that. I don't know of another franchise they have that goes like this, you know? I mean, granted, they could have just decided to do a new IP, but I mean,
it's Capcom, but like they said, Capcom.
I mean, you've already got a. That's what I'm saying. Like in that case, they've already got an IP that like lets them do this.
Yeah, I think this is Onimusha 5. This is screening Onimusha. Capcom, samurais, demons, Oni, dude.
Yeah. Dude, I am agreeing with you, okay? Like, you know, it's just... It would make a lot more sense to be an Onimusha game, but I'm just saying it could just as easily be them deciding, we're just going to do something new, but that would be really, really dumb.
dude,
It's like,
if it's not
you know,
Onimusha,
do all this not so crazy stuff and call it Onimusha 5. I'm like,
half of the goddess. Okay.
damn, if anything, that
That's
means this would be
it?
like an
What
if anything, that would mean it's an Okami sequel because remember they've got Okami too, and that seems
no, dude, no, stop with the Okami. It's not Okami. I don't think it's Okami. I don't know what that is. Because I thought I was gonna say Onimusha, like half of the goddess.
Yeah, so did
And now
I.
Forza. Yeah, I'm not saying you're wrong, dude, but like,
and Cadillac.
I'm just saying if that's the name they're going with, that's a lot closer to what I, you know,
yeah. I'll look it up
afterward. A lot closer to Okami than it would to Onimusha at that point.
I will. Yeah, we'll look it up. I'll look it up after. So I look up now and may get spoiled whatever else they announce. But that was weird. That was weird.
Oh yeah, definitely weird.
Because everything about that screamed Onimusha. Everything about that screamed Onimusha. Like,
Forza Motorsport and General
I don't care.
Technical excellence and sophisticated.
Oh, they're announcing a partnership with Cadillac. Great.
Bold steps into the future.
Why don't you announce a release date, bitch?
I'm thrilled.
I know, right?
I hate that I'm sounding so jaded with Microsoft right now, but like they do this to us every year now. Cool. Are you gonna talk about the backgrounds again? It's not when your spin-off game is more entertaining than your actual mainline game.
I honestly wish that the time that they were wasting, like having having someone come out and do like this whole segment and stuff, all the time they're going to waste on this, they could have had a developer from Capcom just come out and say, "Hey guys, so this is what's going on with Path of the Gods." They could have dedicated time to that instead, but no, let's talk.
Just weird though, like a new IP from Capcom.
And half of this isn't even gameplay footage.
Well, a lot of this is in-game footage. Like, obviously in-game footage.
It's in-game engine, but it's not actual gameplay footage.
I know what you... Dude, remember, I know the difference. I don't really care. October 10th finally has a release date. Great. No, it's not that, man. I'm just like Capcom just working on a new IP.
You know, good for you.
Like... Oh, great. Bethesda's back.
I have seen all that ever was, and all that ever will be. I have seen betrayal.
Elder Scrolls Online?
Endurance.
Yeah, Elder Scrolls Online.
Ambition.
What's your expansion called now?
For perhaps the first time in my unending existence, I feel disconnected from fate.
I feel that. I feel what this guy's feeling. Don't you, Richard?
To unravel reality itself.
Again, it's just it feels like it's a Tuesday in the world of Elder Scrolls Online. I come to create chaos. Of course you have. Do I get any good loot on this quest or what?
It's like it threatens to unravel reality itself.
That's great, but can I use that?
Oh yeah,
as
just like oh, you mean like the dude last month? Yeah.
But can I use that as a buff after I beat the game?
Save Tamriel.
Tamriel sounds important. I feel like I've heard that before somewhere.
It's one of the locations from the main
Necrom, Shadow over Morrowind.
Yeah, that's why. Tamriel's the location of Morrowind.
Oh, you can send this game to the deepest parts of fucking hell.
No sector this time.
They've taken over most of the city and they're rounding up Omnics.
They have the balls to show this fucking game. Kiss my ass. You what? You're getting rid of the single player campaign. You're not even bothering, from what I've heard.
Yep.
You pretty much shut down the first game because you want to make, you did a 2.0 and this is your 2.0. I don't care.
So we fly up there, smash through anything that gets in our way, and put another business.
I hate to interrupt the moment, but I'm picking up reports of more attacks in other cities.
It's a fight they want. I say let's give it to them.
Great.
New ways to play. No.
Hero mass. Single player training mode. Oh, a co-op event. You know been great. Single player event. Hold on. Story campaign. Would be nice. Oh, targeting range. Fascinating. Oh, there it is. Story missions. Great. Too bad you fucking burned a lot of fans' bridges. August 10th. Even though I thought this game was out already, but yeah, sure. Fuck me. Yeah. Kiriko. I guess these are old and new.
Not bad.
I don't care. Moving on.
World premiere.
Sure it is. Okay. Ooh, another Atlas thing.
Ah, the other one.
What is this place? It looks like
Yeah, to cover it, the leak covered two things from Atlas regarding Persona. One was the remake of 3. The other is this one, a tactics RPG version of Persona 5, basically.
Ah, Jesus Christ. Isn't this like the second or third Persona 5 spinoff game?
Third one, because there's the original / royal release, which covers the original Persona 5. Strikers, which is a sequel where you basically get to play them going through a summer vacation story.
Unfortunately, returning will be no.
And now this one.
So the second Persona 5 spinoff game. Cool.
So, will you take a stand beside us? Yeah, let's show them what we got.
I'm Morgana.
Tactica, P5T. November 17th, okay. November 17th.
I will say Strikers is one hell of a game. It is really
I've heard it's good. I've heard it's good.
Oh, it is good. I mean, yeah, it's a Muso game, but you get to do it with the Persona 5 characters.
Humanity has always hunted for knowledge in the unknown.
I swear to God, if this is fucking Starfield, like, you have a whole fucking direct for this.
Not that the field of stars is so vast.
The fuck?
But that we have measured it.
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. But you're gonna have an entire presentation after this. Why?
Padding.
I guess it's to remind people that there's a presentation. Oh, kiss my ass! 25 years in the making. We're like 3.
Padding.
What's
You know what? You know what? It's official. I think PlayStation Showcase, I gave too much shit towards. I think I gave too much shit towards, you know? I just don't care for Starfield.
Well, and also for the most part, this has just been bad.
We do not fully
I don't get why show a start. I kind of get it. I'll be honest, I kind of get it because he wants people to watch your direct after. Well, but like, I swear to God, if this is your final thing to show before you get into this, oh Jesus Christ, the biggest
the last thing they're
surprise.
showing and then getting into the direct.
The biggest surprise, once again, in another year, is Sea of Thieves. It's been the biggest surprise.
Human settlements throughout the galaxy could be at risk.
Oh, look, gameplay. That looks about the same as we saw last year.
We are not stopping. Whatever lies at the
I think the only thing that's going to help this game is if the space exploration and ship combat is good.
This is where we belong.
No, I belong at the bottom of a bottle of Smirnoff Ice right now. Yay, Starfield. Yay, we already knew it was coming out in September. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. It's literally in the title of your fucking presentation. Swear to God, that was so fucking stupid in my opinion.
World premiere.
Great, great, great. Yippee. Well, give me Mission Impossible 2 vibes. Okay, that's nice. Aww. Aww. Look at your cute alien creature. Tom Cruise waiting at the top going, where the fuck have you been? Got up here 2 days ago. But we both left at the same time. I don't care. It's no excuse.
So, new Team Ico game, I guess?
Dude, Team Ico is mainly PlayStation stuff.
I know, I was making a joke because, like, you're getting the vibes, right? You're getting those vibes, right?
It could be rare. This could be Rare's Rare, the Rare IP, that IP new IP
that you
from Rare.
that you
no.
started getting rid of.
Oh no! Hold on! Don't nod.
Don't nod.
Another don't nod. Okay. 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 Interested. In-game footage now. God, Donut's on a roll lately. They've been working on a lot of stuff. Like what? The second title we've seen from them this weekend.
I think so.
season?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Aww. Damn, don't not keep themselves busy. Jusant.
Okay, well, I will say this. Okay, well, I will say this much. Donut has clearly been copying Team Ico's homework.
I was getting more Breath of the Wild vibes from that. Okay, let's see what this is.
Well, yeah, you're doing a lot of the Shadow of the Colossus platforming, climbing stuff. But also you have cute little animal companion.
Well, I don't recognize either of those names, so definitely a new IP. Maybe. From
okay, we're on an oil rig.
Wait, I think I may have... No, wait. No, I'm thinking of the Netflix show. Oil rig? Haunted oil rig? Still wakes the deep. Okay. Early 2024. Okay. Okay. All right.
That was not bad.
Yeah, interesting.
That was
intrigue.
Yeah, that was at least interesting.
Okay, what's this? Supercut 2.0. Liking the art style. Action game. Action adventure game. So far in. New day, new dungeon.
They have my attention.
Oh yeah, I'm getting good vibes from this. Dungeons of Hinterberg. Dungeons of Hinterberg. Hinterberg.
Makes me mad my laptop can't run any games like this. It'll
look at the game and go, ha!
Hi.
Oh my god, it's Keanu Reeves!
Johnny Silverhand in the upcoming expansion for Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty. This new adventure reunites Johnny and V on a dangerous
It's the breath.
And introduces Idris Elba as secret agent Solomon Reed.
I think last year when we saw it, it looked pretty dope.
Yeah,
I want to get the game. It's like one of the games I want to get for a Series X.
You'll get to visit Dogtown.
Like, can't warrant buying a whole game for just one title.
Rescue the President of the new United States of America. Expect a massive expansion, twists, secrets, and plenty of stuff to do.
That last game was Dungeons of Hinterberg, right?
Just keeps
Dungeons of Hinterberg, yes.
Okay, I thought I said Hunterberg for like a sec.
And I really can't wait for you to play it on Xbox Series X and S. But enough talking. I'm guessing you want to see for yourself. And so
Jesus Christ, this is the first time I've actually look Keanu Reeves looks like he's older.
For Phantom Liberty. Check it out.
Okay. Keanu, come back. We're not recording, bro.
There's gotta be a way out of this.
Johnny, I'm dying. There's nothing can stop that.
V.
Yeah, using a Lady V character.
My name is Solid.
Cool.
I'm an NUS intelligence analyst. I know about the bomb ticking in your head. And I can save your life.
What's the catch? I need you to get to Dogtown.
Attention all Dogtown residents. The President managed to crash her Space Force 1 into our humble district.
Space Force 1 is, of course, is called that.
As a hostage. Sleeper agents. Time to wake them up.
So NUSA's tossing us back into the fray, huh?
Stay sharp. We're in the wolf's den now.
Ooh, underwater parts?
Swimming gameplay. Okay.
Time to evac.
I mean, CG Projekt knows you can't bullshit with this. They can't bullshit with this game anymore.
Oh yeah, they already spent their goodwill.
Yeah, and they only just got back to neutral.
and how the main reason most people were even willing to give it a chance was because Edgerunners was just so fucking cool.
Edgerunners saved their ass. That anime saved them.
Made everyone go, you know what? I did play that game a while back. You know what? They said they've been doing a lot of updates. Let me see how that turned out. Oh wow, this game doesn't suck anymore.
The cure.
The situation's changed. You need to know if you're with me.
Illusion of freedom draws in the desperate.
Okay, so you get hired with potential of curing yourself of the Johnny Silverhand situation. But Idris Elba is telling you she may not be telling the truth. 20. Oh, September 26th. Okay. Cool. Awesome. Have fun, Cyberpunk fans. I will get to there eventually. Okay, great. Is this the portion where you... Every road. Is that the name of the game? Okay, no. Sim City?
I'm already kind of starting to tune out, like...
Every game, every home, every skyscape.
Great, no,
is this a new Cities game? New Sim City? Like... Is nothing. Oh wow. Okay, without. Oh me, how thoughtful. Is this a new Cities game or a SimCity game? Like, can I or can I not send Godzilla on the warpath of my town?
I was about to say the same thing, man. Like, can we drop a giant monster in the middle of it?
Can UFOs invade? Can we start a zombie apocalypse? Like,
reenact Armageddon?
Can we
reenact Armageddon / Deep Impact? Like,
can we just have Lady Gaga riding a giant meteor as Godzilla fights a giant Charles Barkley? Like, me, how thoughtful. You make city.
Volcano the day after tomorrow. Can we? It's like, I don't know if we can't reenact monster movies or something. If we can't reenact like disaster movies or something. It's like, okay, great for everyone who loves City Skylines, but I'm not among those people.
Neat. Neat. Like, at least this had gameplay. Like, actual gameplay.
That's true.
Yeah, I have to look, for me, I have to look at it from two perspectives. Personally and, like, critically. Alright. Is this the other one?
Well, now this one I'm curious about because I heard about the two Persona things, but
what the fuck am I looking at? What is this,
that's
like Persona?
What I'm trying to figure out. What
is this? Persona 6? Dude, is this Persona 6?
No. Those runes showing up, that was something different. That,
dude, it's this.
Oh, it's definitely a Megami Tensei game, but I don't think
it's for the creators of the last three, dude. It's either new SMT or Persona 6.
I'm thinking SMT because the way those runes showed up on them, that's Digital Devil Saga, not Persona.
So could this be Digital
those
Devil
glowing
Saga
runes?
3?
That's Megami. That's like Digital Devil Saga stuff, not Persona stuff.
Well, let's see what it is, because my money's on Persona 6.
Well, also, a very particular word was missing from the menu there if it is Persona 6. Namely, the word Persona.
We'll see what it is. It's from the creator of the last three Persona games. We'll see what it is. I don't... Metaphor ReFantazio. Metaphor de ReFantazio. It's a new IP from the Persona director. Okay. That's at 2044, right?
The thing to always consider whenever it's one of these games, especially the way it looks with all that stuff in there, it's Shin Megami Tensei, and then whatever the actual name is.
Okay. Oh, Banner Saga developers.
Humanity's cities have fallen. Our people's only means of survival is to seek sanctuary here, in the Belfry.
Okay, it's cool. They've been silent for a while now.
This world.
The
origins of this evil.
Oh.
And bring hope back to our people.
I mean, do I have to?
All right, guys, let's get them.
It's definitely different from their previous work, that's for sure.
I was just saying that because it's definitely got that energy. All right, guys, let's go get them.
Yeah.
Charging Star. I said that as a joke. And then they actually go and do the fucking Charging Star attack.
TowerBorne.
With a shield that already kind of
Really?
looks like Captain...
You're gonna call it TowerBorne.
Yes! Yes!
Did that say 2024? I missed that.
Yes, it did.
Okay.
Just 2024. No other date. It's like not even a month, not even a rough time frame of when in 2024, just 2024.
Yeah. Okay. It's happy they're working on something. That's cool.
Yeah. It's like they deserve it. They worked hard.
NXL Entertainment. Why is it so familiar?
Oh, well, that's certainly looking interesting.
NXL Entertainment. Why is it?
That looks really interesting. What is it?
This city is a miracle of progress. A finely tuned, delicately balanced machine.
Hey, I recognize that voice. Dude, that's Sophia Lamb from BioShock 2.
So, okay, it could be the voice actress.
But it only takes one rebellious little gear to ruin everything.
I've never built any game in my life.
If you resist my rule, if you alter our past, if you threaten what I have built, there is no
Your hair? You built your hair?
time where I will not destroy you.
Ooh. Oh my god. Is that a vinyl record gun? It's a vinyl record gun.
Just suddenly me bringing up BioShock suddenly seems very relevant all of a sudden.
Oh no. What did I do?
Ah, your choices affect the future.
Last words before my friend puts one in your scalp.
Good God, the mutton chops on that guy.
Revolution. Clockwork Revolution.
Coming in due time. Man, you can't even give us a in due time.
In-game footage. Oh, at least you showed in-game footage.
Still.
Thank you all for joining us.
That was
Today
it.
is a special day for me and the team. I'm excited to see 11 games showcased from our first-party studios. We opened with Fable from Playground Games, which will bring the franchise into the modern era while staying true to its...
Yeah, when is it coming out?
Compulsion and In Exile shared their first original experiences since
At least the one on the left showed in-game footage.
South of Midnight and Clockwork Revolution. And we are thrilled at how Avowed is shaping up for release next year from the RPG masters at Obsidian.
Yeah, but what's coming out this year
In addition
for you
to
guys?
Avowed, our studios will deliver Hellblade 2, an all-new Microsoft Flight Simulator, TowerBorne, and more in 2024. Later this month, players can look forward to Elder Scrolls Online Necrom and Sea of Thieves Monkey Island. As we look to holiday, we will launch Starfield and Forza Motorsport, both built for Xbox Series X, S, and PC.
Great. Your two games for the fall are not Gran Turismo and not No Man's Sky.
Outlaws from Ubisoft Massive in collaboration with Lucasfilm Games. 33 Immortals from
I just realized Lucasfilm Games is just a name, right?
Path of the Goddess from Capcom and more
Yeah, it's just basically it's a license. It just lets the third party use it.
also like to congratulate the Studio Zero team.
What's on his shirt? It says Hexen.
ReFantazio. It's great to be able to premiere what is next from the creators of Persona here in our showcase. We are focused on putting our players and game creators first in everything we do. No matter if you choose to play on Xbox, PC, or over the cloud, all gamers are welcome here at Xbox. When it comes to our consoles, we have heard your feedback on two fronts. First, we have significantly increased our supply of Xbox Series X.
So has Sony with their PlayStations.
Globally. Second, we know you've wanted more storage with Xbox Series S, and I'm excited to share we have some news there as well.
Swear to God, this bear. What the? I swear to God, it's just. Oh my God, it's for a fucking hard drive. Calling it now. What the fuck? Xbox Series S. Oh, it's. $349. Oh, Jesus Christ! Shoot me now. They're actually having the balls to release.
And now for the one more thing you've all been waiting for. Prepare for the most comprehensive deep dive we've ever done for the biggest game we've ever built. So sit tight and enjoy Starfield Direct.
Their big one more things to Starfield Direct. Kiss my ass. In 10 seconds you can kiss my ass. Fucking your actual one more thing was a Series S model with a bigger hard drive. Sorry, solid state drive. Oh, God.
And at that utterly embarrassing price of $349.
How much do we got left of this? I'm gonna look. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. There's still 40 minutes left. I don't know if that's just them delaying the inevitable or just them forgetting to turn off the stream.
You know, we've been so lucky over the decades to make the kind of games that we love here. And that's thanks to all of you. From the Elder Scrolls to Fallout.
Okay.
We love creating these worlds and playing in them just as much as you
Okay,
do.
I'm curious about something, so I'm gonna look it up now.
Talk about and dream up the space game. What if we could take that
The space
go back
game.
to Chess Club, Todd.
and exploring a new world, but set it in space, where you weren't really living.
But in space! He just literally said Skyrim, but in space.
Starfield. Obviously, we've come a long
But
way
in
since then.
space!
The games we've built, our technology, and
I wouldn't be surprised to go online right now. People will go half a god. Wait, I thought that was an Unamusha game for like 5 minutes.
Today, you'll get to hear from many on the team and see so much
Oh, God.
of what we think makes our game special. So let's jump in and take a look.
Okay, let me see.
Starfield is our first new universe in over 25 years, but it's still a Bethesda RPG through and through, where you step into a new world and you get that feeling of unlimited possibilities. But this time, it's not just one world.
It's like, where's the jank?
It's over 1,000.
Okay, so the full name for the game is Kunitsu-Gami, Path of the Goddess, and it's coming to us from the creators of Resident Evil and Monster Hunter.
To create it. From the rocks at your feet to the mountains in the distance, to the people and creatures that live in these worlds. That isn't just a backdrop. That moon is
That's all they
actually
got.
Orbiting the planet. Yes.
I'm assuming Capcom Showcase will probably have more details on that.
We realistically simulate the galaxy around you.
All right, don't know what my schedule is going to look like when that comes around, but
No, we're not
I'll
doing
tell you this much.
No, I'm
You
not
owe
doing,
me-
I'm not doing
if I-
Capcom Showcase. No. Only our next one we're doing is Ubisoft Forward.
All right, well, I'm still calling this. If I'm right about it being connected to Okami, you owe me $5.
And of course,
it's dude. It's not even from the guys behind Okami, and it's from two people who have had nothing to do with Onimusha or Okami. I will take that bet. Like,
we love exploration and rewarding it, but you do explore differently in this game, given its scale. That usually
I
involves
swear to God, if it wasn't for that giant fuck off Millennium like futuristic tech, I would have thought he was playing Elder Scrolls for like 2 seconds.
Do a mission and maybe even stumble upon something unexpected.
I mean, it looks more polished this time around. Remember how the last one, it looked all muddy and shit?
Yeah, watch. This thing's still gonna be jank as fuck when it gets to release. There's gonna be so much
Stuff and all of the items allowing you to pick everything up, and you can view all that in your data menu. This is the hub for everything you're doing, from your skills to your ship, your missions, and your inventory. We love to pack a ton of detail.
Oh, NX Style Entertainment. There's the guys behind the Wasteland games.
And food. We obsess over food.
Yeah.
When you're done exploring, you can walk back or fast travel to your ship. We have companions and crew you can take with you. I left Vasco here.
Here's what I don't get. Metaphor de Fantagio.
And he can even say,
how is that not a SMT or a Persona game? Because that's all I got from that game.
Our mission was to convey the wonder and majesty of space exploration, to evoke the romance of the golden.
It is a Shin Megami Tensei game.
And we've been referring to this approach as
all
Punk.
All those you saw plenty of the very
advanced, yet still looks
they always use the same like demon designs for
obviously the NASA
for the monsters, but the way that you bond or control with them changes depending on which sub-series you're playing.
Coming through in your ship. Your ship is your home for your
now
crew.
like
many of the spaces,
if it's a mainline Shin Megami Tensei game with no subtitle whatsoever, that's the basic stuff where it still plays like the oldest games.
Worn and lived in.
But there's been ones that had different subtitles. Like remember the Digital Devil Saga?
This is your star map.
Featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series.
Yeah, I remember that one.
All of its info and resources.
Okay, and you remember like how the kid on that one box like had like similar kind of rune line patterns on their face, like
yeah.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. This one, if anything, looks like they're kind of doing something more like Digital Devil Saga.
Missions or life on them. Versus the many
it's just
that are barren,
if it looks like a Persona, smells like a SMT, but also feels like a Digital Devil Saga. How is it not?
Okay, the thing is, starting with Persona 3, they started playing a lot more like the Digital Devil Saga games. The Digital Devil Saga games were kind of the ones that had your traditional turn-based RPG, like Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest. Here's your line of fighters. You take turns, and you see them. And the difference was how they worked with their demons. In Digital Devil Saga, usually they did make some kind of contract or something, but they weren't called personas. It would like that. But that's the thing. Starting when they did the Digital Devil Saga on the PlayStation 2. They kind of played more like a Final Fantasy game, like 7, 8, 9, and 10. Here's your line of characters, pick their actions, go smack the crap out of the enemy.
Eyes are guided upwards to just these boundless, vast.
Persona 3 was the next Persona game that came out after those, and that's when they started incorporating that into
custom art, crowds, and quests.
So the main focus when we're designing the city is obviously
And
what supports the story.
that's
We try and
basically,
tell as many
and
small
so
stories
yeah,
as
that's the
possible.
thing is that now that's kind of what the games can look like. So if they're going for something that's evoking more of the digital Devil Saga stuff,
day-to-day lives. It's paralyzed.
but it's going to be a new sub-series of Shin Megami Tensei.
It's also where your adventure with Constellation begins.
Also, I mean, simply put, especially Persona 5 sold like gangbusters.
Welcome to Constellation.
You know,
We have a
they made so much money off of that game, and they're still making money off of that
sort of seen as this mythical group. Most people don't
So
even know
why
they
wouldn't
existed.
you, as a company, say, let's do more of that?
In the galaxy, and they're trying to find the answers to some of humanity's biggest questions.
The artifacts are so
Okay.
The Megami Tensei games have always looked like anime. They always have. It's just that depending on where you go back in the timeline, they look like modern anime from their time period.
Place it on the table here.
I mean, hell, remember Bennett for an episode of Anime Abandoned, Bennett the Sage, he reviewed one where like the main character was voiced by Steve Bloom and everything, and it was a Megami Tensei anime, like kind of based off the first game. So
yeah,
it's they always look like roughly like modern anime. Just when you consider that the series goes back to, you know, basically around the time of the NES, the Famicom. When it goes back that far, yeah, the look has changed as time's gone on.
The ex-pirate, Sam Coe, the former space cowboy, and
okay, I have to hold you. I'm gonna pause you. I'm trying to count the in-game gameplay footage we got from all the stuff they showed. Would you say Like a Dragon was in-game?
The settled systems is home to all kinds of different stories, people.
Hold on, I'm having a little trouble hearing you, man.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but the game, you know, the direct's kind of drowning you out right now.
There, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you a lot better now.
Okay,
they just got
what? Okay, was
so
like
you were saying something.
Running into each other.
Discipline and the legacy of humanity. They consider them.
You were saying something about Like a Dragon.
Yeah, was because I'm counting the games that they showed that had in-game footage or actual gameplay. Would you say Like a Dragon had actual in-game footage? Or that was what they showed was in-game footage?
That I can't be sure of.
So I would say yes. Like if this coming, like this looked, this character model, all the character models looked in game.
Wild and independent coalition of star systems.
Honestly, I'd say Like a Dragon's a 50-50 shot there.
Okay, I'll go A.
The capital of the Freestar Collective.
I'll say, you know what's funny? Fallout 76 technically didn't even show their Atlantic City DLC.
City fixture.
9.
A ranger relies on judgment and
11.
intuition to do what's best for the people.
12, I guess.
Neon
13,
started out as a fishing platform, but is
14,
now known throughout the settled systems as a
15,
pleasure city where almost anything goes.
16,
If you've got morality
17,
issues, this definitely isn't the job
18,
for you.
19, 20, 21, 22. Okay. Including returning DLC new games, they showed about had 22 titles that showed in-game footage / gameplay. 22, which is impressive. Definitely impressive. But let me see something. Their new title, their first party. Let's see.
Shall be made dust in time.
Shit, I don't even know if 33 Immortals is a first party. I don't think it is. No, it's not. 33's not.
They think the galaxy is theirs. They are wrong. It belongs to the Crimson Fleet. It always has.
In Starfield, we're pushing our cities and settlements further than we ever have before.
4.
It's all there, waiting for you. A slice of humanity's future.
5.
So, ready to
6.
get out there?
Throughout the galaxy, there are so many things to see, and stories to experience. But the most important story is the one that you tell. I'm the type of person who spends
Only
hours
7 of their first party titles had in-game footage or gameplay. Out of the 22 in-game play, only 7 of them were first party.
Our character generation system, we scanned a wide range of faces from different age groups.
Like, okay, and by the way, for those watching still, nothing here in the Starfield Direct is surprising.
Exact system to create all of the characters and NPCs you're going to see in the game.
Like, the character details, the fact you're going after his penultimate MacGuffin, like, character creator, which Bethesda's known for.
You can saw this in from any of their press conferences where they've talked about their latest game, and I mean, like, honestly, you could just. It's like, honestly, I want to say, Christopher, hey, just insert that clip 16 times the detail.
Ring any bells? Any of this look familiar?
You know,
You start your
like,
character creation journey as though you're
play like the choice clips from the Fallout 76 press conference, like when Todd was talking about all that stuff.
Your journey from there can be as detailed.
It's really not that different. They've just learned the lesson of don't let Todd talk.
Than ever before.
You know what? People will shit on like PlayStation Showcase, but like, for fuck's sake, man, at least like, you know, they had some big stuff like the show. Like, yeah, it was a couple of CG teasers and stuff.
And they had a lot more gameplay footage in their stuff. I will say that.
I think it was their quality over quantity was what PlayStation was going for, what Sony was going for.
Which honestly most of the time they do.
And you know what's funny? Foam Stars, apparently a lot of good, like, fun impressions. People are finding it a very entertaining game for those who are playing at Summer Game Fest. Apparently, very entertaining game.
Oh yeah, it's Splatoon.
Actually, it's not exactly like Splatoon. Like, it probably in like on the outer layer, but it actually there's a lot more to the gameplay.
I know that. I know. Well, of course they've also had a chance to basically copy their homework and add their own flourishes. You know, copy Nintendo's homework and put their own spin on it. Because there's plenty of stuff that I've heard people critique the Splatoon games for, even 3 games in at this point. So like, it's not like you can't improve upon the formula. So I'm sure the folks at whichever Sony studio was working.
Whoa! Sorry to interrupt, Richard. There's this creepy stalker dude that was trying to praise your ass, and
honey, we got ourselves a visitor.
Sorry. Go on, Richard.
I came across some.
Well, like I said, like that. Yeah, I saw that too. Like,
I was able to get by without any issues.
But yeah, like.
There's another great one that gives you a damage buff.
Like I was saying, like, there's still plenty of stuff that like people have been complaining about with Splatoon even 3 games in now. So
and if you want to remove a trait, there are ways to do
it's
that
not
too.
like you can't improve upon the formula, and like whichever team at Sony is working on that game. Yeah, like I said, it wouldn't be hard for them to just go, what's everyone? It's like, well, we're kind of doing our own version of Splatoon. What's everyone complaining about that they won't do that we could do? And then you ignore all like the, all the comments,
character, that's when your journey can really begin.
Like all the ones that make you go,
and put them together to create an
and just go, okay, so like this gameplay tweak here, this thing here. Oh, give them the option to do that. Yeah, let's do that. We'll just put that stuff in our game. There you go.
Ranks are unlocked by completing challenges associated with that skill. Challenges become increasingly difficult as you work your way to higher ranks.
Feels like a definitive version of what they've already done. This game feels like a definitive version of what they've already done with like Fallout and Skyrim.
I like the Xenosociology skill because it lets you mind control aliens.
Boost pack out of the gate. I'm boost packing everywhere.
That's nice.
I like maxing out my physical tree so I can get neuro strikes and just punch my way through combat.
I mean, to be fair, that is funny.
That one's a lot of fun.
That one got a chuckle out of me.
Okay.
Skills that suit your playstyle.
Okay,
You can go.
that's pretty
You go. Instead of fighting around the world, fighting around the galaxy.
A favorite part about being stealthy.
What'd you say, man?
Events like you're in a
What the fuck you say, man?
and then jumping out and springing on people.
Except then because slow gravity world.
Whenever possible, I like to talk my way through situations.
The guys make you scream and then go.
They fall for like 5 minutes.
Fine.
Oh yeah, that's
Shoot an
right.
access card.
I'm more of a run and gun player. I like doing the death from above thing where I boost pack over.
I'll do death from above. Here's death and from above.
Making movies, making friends, and fighting around the world.
I like blowing stuff up.
I just love the biggest thing. The biggest thing they had to show before Starfield Direct was a new Xbox Series S model. Great.
That's how they finish it before jumping into the Starfield chain. Like,
I don't care for Starfield. I don't.
In Starfield, there are full
Clockwork Revolution looked like a fucking Bioshock clone. No, Bioshock Infinite clone. With time travel. Wait. With different kinds of time travel.
where they actually, you know, make it matter and don't spaff it all up the wall in the second DLC.
Dude, I am just saying done would be putting it mildly. Like, all you had to do was show Fable gameplay. Release
and they
date.
couldn't even do that.
How? The game's been in development for like 5 years. Oh, 4 to 5 years now, roughly. Like, how do you have no gameplay to show? How? I bet you I look online right now, people are probably giving this like a C+.
See that this right here, this is the one part of this game that actually looks like it would even be close to fun for me, because
like I said, there is good things here. Like I said, the biggest draw is probably going to be their spaceship stuff, exploring the galaxy, you know. But at its core, it's still Bethesda open world game. I think that's the biggest drawback with this. No matter how cool the ship is, no matter how cool customizing your ship is, no matter how cool space exploration and ship combat is, at its core, the gameplay is still what we always seen from Bethesda. It's what, the problem people had with God of War pre the 2018 game. Like, no matter what you did with God of War, it was still God of War.
Hire a crew to keep it up and running. And it all starts in spaceports.
I still see customization options. I still see the weapon customization options. I still see the countless skill trees, the choice branch paths. There's nothing about this game that doesn't scream Bethesda, and that's sad.
To run cargo missions or even do a little smuggling. For now, though,
thankfully I've actually managed to avoid playing like
and make some changes.
Pretty much all of those Bethesda games up to this point.
And upgrade
To be fair, I was close to playing Jermaine got me close to playing Fallout 3.
Never played 3.
Like your weapons or shields.
I know Bethesda didn't do this one, but I didn't play New Vegas either. Didn't play 4, I haven't played any of the Fallout games. Aside from a little bit of playing, I think 1 or 2 back on my friend's old PC, like way back in the day.
An improved grav drive
that was like
for
back in
longer
like
distance
middle
space
high school, I think. I forget.
You can even fully customize
yeah,
your
was
paint job
like
to
that.
get the exact look you want.
But yeah,
the
like
parts you choose to
since
build with
Bethesda's
don't
had
just
control of
affect
it,
your ship's stats. They'll also affect what you can do inside your
since,
ship.
since they started doing it like
can have
3,
modules for
no,
crafting,
haven't played any of them.
Or for storing and
Haven't played
displaying
any
your
of the Elder
weapons.
Scrolls games.
Starfield's in-game ship manufacturers
Ooh.
bring their own look and
So I'm
feel
actually
to
relative.
every piece of
So
your ship.
actually, going into this, I'd be
From living
relatively
quarters
untainted.
to
'cause
cargo holds, mess halls, and control
again,
rooms.
like that's the one thing that looks interesting about it. But honestly, if it's not coming to the PlayStation, then I really don't care.
Our modified Frontier is
I'd say I
tactical
can't.
ship.
like I want to be just a PlayStation guy, but like I really do want to get a Series X, you know, like, but there's nothing they've shown to convince. There's nothing really they've shown where I go, yeah, I'll get a whole console for that. Like with PlayStation, I'm like, there was like already a slew of games I was gonna get for it. X Series, Azariah Series X, still just 2 games. Whatever the fuck Fable is and Cyberpunk.
I mean, honestly, like, even though there's a couple of games that I have on PlayStation, there's a couple of games on here I'd consider getting them again for the PC, just because I've seen some awesome mod support for them. So, like, for example,
engines ready.
The remakes of RE2 and 3, like, yeah, those two, I've seen some awesome mod support for those. Like, oh good god, like all the different the various like different like stylish costumes for Jill, like the various flavors of like leather jacket and stuff they gave her that looks good, like the face swap models that actually switch her back to her like RE1 make face, like, no disrespect to the characters, but like, just I would just love having that option,
And if you're looking for a little extra help on your ship,
that'll
always hire additional crew at Spaceports.
That would make replaying through it a little bit more fun.
Someone like me?
Because I mean, like, seriously, how did they fuck up like
out in the world?
Like
Still think there might be a spot for me on
exactly 2 alternate costumes from a game that had like
your ship or outpost,
7
unique skills will affect how they run.
The original RE3
And
had
just like companions, most crew members can lend a hand
6
in
or
the field.
7 costumes,
Bosco, for instance.
alternate costumes for Jill.
These designed around the core basics of a NASA machine.
Please.
And then maybe give her 2.
You might die.
I still wanted to give it almost a humanoid personality, so I elongated the limbs.
And her stars outfit looks like a
more human-like and
fucking joke.
personality.
It is a shame.
It looks worse than the one that the live-action actress from the original RE1 was wearing. It looks like a cheap version of that.
You'll be able to build and captain the ship of your dreams.
Sorry, I'm listening. I'm just looking up a
just
couple things.
And now, let's
I'm just saying, but like, that's the thing. Like most of the other stuff that I would like to, that I would like to play that wouldn't necessarily be on PlayStation is, there's not a lot.
No, I get you, man. Like I said, though, for me, I just want to expand broaden my horizons on like the gaming platform, on the different gaming platforms available.
And that is really cool for us as
but it starts with the games, most of all.
Spaceflight should be exciting.
It shouldn't be. Yeah, the philosophy should be. It should be about the games and not about what platforms you play it on. And that's difficult nowadays.
It's not about just
it's still difficult nowadays.
It's a complex dance between your piloting skills and our power allocation.
It's just sad when I don't get generally excited at stuff, and it's not anything they've done. It's just the way they've shown it. Like this conference, like it's not what they did. It's like what they didn't do. Like your most highly anticipated stuff, you just showed a CG trailer or told us it's not coming out till next year. Then you give us an extended game for something that like not everybody's psyched for, like you are, Microsoft. Wait, so
I'm pretty sure we're gonna see like other people talk about this in their reactions, but this is Microsoft betting it all on one horse. This horse right here. They're betting it all on this game. And if this fails, they basically are completely screwed for the next few years.
After destroying an enemy ship.
Well, we already know what their biggest problem is that they actually do need to be a bit more hands-on. Especially after the Redfall incident.
But you can also take a personal approach by docking with the enemy vessel.
Sorry, I was just double checking when the Ubisoft Forward is tomorrow. So. Just to know what time to just stay offline. Today wasn't so bad. Just listen to music, I listened to the Super Mario Bros. Movie soundtrack that's on Spotify. I found it yesterday from Kent that's on the full soundtrack is on Spotify for the movie.
Any spaceport.
Oh man.
But space
Peaches.
is way more than fighting for your life. Just like when you're planetside, there are plenty of sights to see and stops to make on the way to your next adventure.
Yep.
Like these massive star yards. Walk the halls, talk to the crew, maybe get talked into buying a whole new ship.
A civilian in my star yard. Let's see about getting you a proper ship. One worthy of you.
Dude, you got something like right here and here, something over here as well. I'm sorry. I would be Austin Powers and that mole, you know? Like, dude, what did you do to your face?
You can hail any ship you come across to trade, swap info, or maybe even commit an act of piracy.
Let's do this.
Arr!
I generally go crazy.
Look, you gotta have a pirate hat when you're doing it, man.
I want to take over ships. I'm gonna board ships. I'm like, this is now mine. I steal all the sandwiches and put them, you know, in my cargo hold that I have specifically for sandwiches. I don't want to play the hero.
This lady okay. Why is everybody like the same kind of salami sandwich? Did you notice that? It's like salami. Is there like the same kind of sandwich? Like seriously?
Yeah, guys, update the model a little bit. Put this sandwich in a container to show that it's a prefab sandwich.
You know, make a peanut butter sandwich. People like peanut butter sandwiches. PB&J.
If you show that this is like a truck stop sandwich in one of those like triangle containers or something,
Going to new places, meeting interesting people,
then it makes it less weird that everyone has the same sandwich. Because it's like, oh, they grabbed a prefab sandwich from the space station when they last refueled or something.
It's in our random
Okay.
encounters, it's in our handcrafted quests. And it feels so cool to play it and just make your own path in this universe.
I mean, you know what's one thing they'll do better than No Man's Sky? Have an actual ending.
Waiting for you to visit.
Hey!
Not wrong.
We want you to feel like explorers.
No, I know you're not wrong.
Breaking ground on new planets, exploring every inch of a mostly untouched
You know, maybe if I hear this game's actually really good, I'll probably lay off it a bit. But I'm still not gonna play it.
And sometimes a little fear. We're giving you a massive play.
Again, I really want that space combat to be good because you know what? I would love for there to be a good space combat game. Especially considering some of that, I'm getting some of the old X-Wing and TIE Fighter vibes that...
Hey everybody, we've shown you so much stuff.
Honestly,
take a little
honestly, Star Wars Squadrons almost scratched that itch for, but
you know, we put so much detail into our game worlds, and we love the opportunity to bring that into the real world with our collector's editions. And for this game, we've done a watch. It is the Constellation Explorer's Watch. This is the watch that you actually get in the game that acts as part of your HUD.
That's pretty cool.
The compass and then environmental information. It connects to your phone to give you notifications and other information.
Is this part of the Starfield Collector's Edition? Is that what he's...
Nope, it's sold separately. It's $3,000.
Dude, shut up. It probably is.
Totally translates to
Dude, it's a Bethesda collectible. It's sold separately. It's $3,000.
During the Apollo era to bring back samples from the moon. It's got the intricate locking mechanism.
Yeah, I think this is the collector's edition.
The Constellation patch, NATO strap, and
yeah, it's part of the collector's edition. Because you only gotta do them there collector's editions.
In the Starfield universe.
Oh, and hey, take this. You'll find it very useful out there, and it even tells the time.
No. Whoops! Oh, no, I got it!
Now
I don't got it.
Xbox, we get to work with the amazing people on the Xbox hardware team, and together we have created this custom limited edition Starfield controller. It's awesome. It is now, you know, our favorite.
It looks decent.
Sold separately for $70.
And not only that, we've created the first ever custom.
Oh, come on. The controller was fine.
Sold separately for $300.
I think the controller looks nice. I'll give it that.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Not $90 nice, but like still.
what they're gonna charge for it.
Ooh.
$300 for that. And you know what the worst part is? Those headphones are going to be some of the worst cheap tab. That little microphone is going to break off after a month.
Details that breathe life into our worlds. But Starfield isn't just a Bethesda Game Studios world. It's a Bethesda Game Studios galaxy.
And audio will start dropping.
So why go this big with Starfield?
Like after
because we want to give you freedom on a galactic level. The freedom to experience both the exciting planets and the quiet ones. Scanning a planet before you land is a great way to get a sneak.
Oh, there's nobody here.
And the warranty on any of that shit is only 15 days.
Cool about this whole system that we
No. Key and Peele sketch. That kind of planet with nobody there, nobody talking.
Comes as the player explore.
And I said,
our system builds the planet as the player approaches it. We stitch together a block of terrain. After that, we have the system that adds interesting locations for the player to explore, creatures to encounter.
No, wait. Hey. Oh, I've been holding it. Oh, wait, it's in the suit. Nah,
Aggressive creatures have been disrupting our experiments.
It's in the suit.
That isn't far from here. If you could take care of them for us, we would be in your debt.
So even if your friends were to visit the same planet that you had,
fuck Jake for stealing all my sandwiches. You do know your comms are still on, right? Shit. Oh, damn.
Set off his jetpack, man.
Jesus Christ, the way his head impacted on the ceiling.
Just the way.
It's Wilhelm's brother. Kilhelm.
And see what you can find. Harvest resources.
God, I was gonna say that sounded like out of a Red vs. Blue sketch right there. Just
simply take a view. With the help of your scanner, you'll chart the uncharted and discover exotic wildlife.
If you have the skills, you can even
figure out I'm expecting that to be like Tucker, like being like stupid text and stupid girl.
Produce resources from
She's
those
behind me,
plants
isn't
and
she?
animals. You can get experience and rewards for fully surveying planets and fully surveying a whole system.
When we were concepting these creatures, we really wanted to think of them as natural to the environment. We didn't want alien monsters. We wanted native wildlife. Something you've never seen before.
When it comes to our exteriors, when the sun moves, all that light is calculated in real time through the atmosphere. Our biggest goal for lighting with Starfield was to make the game feel more filmic. To use
I call bullshit. No Man's Sky was saying that shit back then, and they couldn't even get that right. It's like, okay, guys in comments, I know that they actually did make a whole basically create a whole engine for doing that shit. I know. I'm just saying, even they couldn't get it 100% right.
Richard, quit talking to yourself. I know you're not liking this game.
After some exploring, you can find a spot to set up a base camp. Outposts can be built almost anywhere on.
I'm sorry, it's just I hear certain things like that, and I can't help
modules
but
come
cry
in all
bullshit.
shapes and sizes, filling all different purposes. You can even live in them. Assign crew and companions.
This is the DMB
live in our base. Really? What a novel concept!
This is the DMB outpost.
where
What
you
does
can toggle between
DMB stand
output
for?
building,
No,
or
is
you
it?
can now use a top-down
D
SRB
is it?
camera, which
D's
helps zoom out
nuts,
larger parts of the
bitch.
outpost and place those larger halves. So that way you can really
Yes, somebody's gonna do
hone the
that.
structure
Make a
of
giant
what
penis-shaped
your
base.
outpost is, and then when you're on your feet, you can really decorate and.
Yes. Now the question is, are they going to lay it out so that it looks like you've drawn a giant cock on the side of the planet, or are they instead going to build it up into the sky? So whenever you're planet side, it's just a like a giant golden dong just trying to pierce the sky.
Add crafting and research stations in your outpost to utilize.
Yeah, the general look. The general consensus I'm getting online is like they did better than Sony's conference, but they could have done better than Sony's conference. Is that's the sentence I'm getting?
Explosive rounds. All you stealth players out there will surely need a suppressor.
Yep. I'm gonna punch people.
Also choose
It's
to
gonna
go
punch people.
hands-on with melee weapons.
I think it's always a delicate balance between like what's realistic, what's sim, and what's Hollywood. And I think we sort of err on the side of like what's fun for the player.
Gee, I freaking hope so. Considering that you're game developers.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, the same comment I agree with I see online is they did better than Sony, but it could have done better.
Feels great.
We probably have more mods and more weapons in this.
Fucking uniform. Okay, what the fuck are you people smoking?
Dude, don't. Save it. We gotta wrap this up. Then we'll do a quick fire and then end it for a night. Cause I don't know. Just there's stuff I liked on here. We'll get to that, but like.
Yeah, there was stuff I liked too, but still, it's like
when you're like your biggest surprise for me is like a Monkey Island DLC for Sea of Thieves. Like, I don't know. Like
sometimes you'll even feel like you're flying.
On a low gravity planet, and you have a jetpack.
Why am I not surprised?
Really? You'll feel like you're flying.
Firing a ballistic weapon in 0G will actually push you backwards.
Again, I
like it
fucking
should
hope
have.
so.
Offer a more stable shooting
I
experience.
fucking hope so.
We also have mag weapons.
Otherwise, why did you even bother including them?
Electromagnetic induction
Why even bother if you can't?
Wait. They're telling it's unique bullets when they look like regular bullets.
Dude, did one of those look like it was doing a bunch of like the little line lasers, like the frickin' plasma cutter from frickin' Dead Space?
Maybe you prefer something bigger.
One of those looked like it did a line of laser sights, like it was the frickin' plasma cutter.
How much left do we got of this? We still got like 7 fucking minutes.
We're almost there. But still. I'm sorry, I kind of need to riff on it again. Like, one of the guys saying, like, like, we like to hope that we erred on the side of what's fun for the players. Yeah, no shit, guys. You're game developers. I kind of hope that's the person. That is like priority number 1. Because if you guys didn't, then no one's gonna buy your game.
Oh, ooh, looks. They can add Skyrim style abilities.
Thanks again for being with us today. We are just so grateful that you've taken the time and spent it here. I know there was probably a lot to take in. There's a lot to the game, even more than we could show here. You know, as we play it, we're always sharing these unique and special moments that only a game like this
Who
can
the fuck walked into my shot?
About what makes it special, it really is the people here. This game is a reflection of the incredible and passionate team that made it. All of them putting something special of themselves into it. So let's hear some of their favorite moments.
I don't care.
I love the way that our final combination of all the new tech has come together to create some of the most beautiful sunsets and sunrises we've ever had in any of our games.
I love the creatures, the exploration, every biome is different. The word that comes to mind is vast.
I like to use our photo mode to take rock star photos.
I just love that constant feel of discovery and wow, I can't believe that there's more here.
I'm most excited about our outpost building systems.
My favorite part is every time you step out on a planet, it's a unique experience.
You spend all this time building your ship, and you see it on...
Oh, that clip is going to get mean to hell from everyone just showing all the copy pastes.
There's something about seeing a tower over in the distance and going, I know the gravity's low here. I think I can make that jump.
My favorite part is biomes, spaceships,
Audio design,
planets,
the day-night cycle.
Those details matter to me.
Diplomacy, exploration, freedom, the ending. Beskar, obviously.
Please, just let Spider-Man 2 be fucking amazing, so I don't have to hear everybody giving this a Game of the Year award.
Brain sprout. I love
Or where the fuck that thing is.
Oh, that's right, Ben.
The thing that I enjoy most about the game is the freedom to be who you want to be, do what you want to do.
Wait, those two literally look like the characters from the Like a Dragon trailer.
Bigger scale.
Asset flips!
On behalf of all of us, we can't wait for you to play Starfield and make your own special moments.
As soon as this is officially over, I'm pausing and we're getting right into the post show. Yeah, we know when it's coming out already.
You guys spoiled it earlier in the Microsoft conference.
Hey, look, pre-order bonuses. Yay. Oh, look. Premium digital version. Yay. Oh, there it is. Told you, fucking collector's edition. Yay, it's over. So that was the Xbox Game Showcase 2023 plus Funky Kong, also known as Starfield Direct. Okay, we're gonna get through this quickly because my overall consensus is it was better in most aspects than the Sony PlayStation Showcase. But for me personally, what was really lacking was that big wow, like a lot of wow factors. Like the biggest thing got me was Fable because I thought we were gonna get gameplay and we didn't. And then there was Monkey Island, the Sea of Thieves expansion, which looks really cool. I'm very surprised. Like, that was holy crap. The rest was just okay. The problem was it was either leaked or like I had zero inch. But there was still a lot of good stuff here. I think there was still good stuff here. The problem is it felt like some of that good stuff, well, a lot of it wasn't first party. Some of it was definitely third party. Be here all night, but let's just get this started. Oh, sorry. My apologies, Richard. Your overall thoughts before we get started?
I was going to say I kind of have to disagree. I honestly did like the Sony showcase better. Admittedly, there wasn't a lot to it, but I felt like they did deliver more quality products. Not as good as some of the stuff of here, but I still feel overall that they did better. Not much better, mind you. It was still pretty bad.
Yeah,
but this I felt was the worst thing because, and here's one of the things is like the fact that they already had this Starfield thing set up to basically lead directly into this Starfield Direct, and they still wasted time on a Starfield thing midway through the show. It's like that could have just as easily been done by Phil just saying, "Hey guys, don't forget and stick around to the end because we are going to talk about Starfield at the end of this."
Yeah.
And then moved on, and they could have put another game in that spot or dedicated more time to another game.
So we gotta begin because we're gonna be here all night if we don't begin.
Mhm.
I'm gonna probably quick fire this a bit. Fable, we got a new CG trailer for Fable. Oh wait, or should you have? I'm sorry, did you have something else?
No, I was agreeing. Let's quick fire it.
Okay, Fable. We got a CG trailer. I guess the big difference between this one, the original announcement teaser we got, is that it did show that, like, yes, the humor of the original games is still there. You've had Richard A. play a vegetable enthusiast who's also a giant who you slay at the end of it. But that's really it. Like, pissed me off. Then we got Compulsion Games, new title. Of course, We Happy Few. Stop motion graphic style, set in the bayou. Looks like you hunt supernatural creatures and stuff. But I couldn't tell if this was CG footage or like in-game engine footage. Like, I couldn't tell, and there was no fine print indicator on it.
Yeah, they did not clarify that at all. It was just a trailer and nothing in the little like coming 2024 stuff, with little idents and everything. Nothing that we could read down there indicated that was done with the in-game engine already. So we have no way of knowing if that's how
South of Midnight, that was what it was called. After that, we got a CG trailer. You guys hear me say that a lot. For Star Wars Outlaws. This is the massive entertainment. It's the Ubisoft subdivision developer. Working on what appears to be like a Uncharted style Han Solo action adventure title. 2024, we will be seeing gameplay at the Ubisoft Forward. Not much to say. I'm liking the vibes it gives. I'll give it that much.
Yeah, it looks good. And I said this earlier, like when it was like when we were reacting to that, like during the conference, it seemed a lot like that, I guess sort of a revival of the 1313 project that got canceled way back in the day.
Yeah. I mean, I can see that. I can see what you meant by that. And I get that same vibe. I wouldn't be surprised if that was their original inspiration, was 1313.
Yeah, because that's kind of what they were they were kind of implying a sort of like kind of maybe a platformer exploration type game, but with like a bounty hunter type setup,
After that, we got 33 Immortals from the developers behind Spiritfarer. Unique thing about this one, aside from that, it's a top-down, cel-shaded, like 2D isometric roguelike from the looks of things, is that this will be a 33-player co-op game. We don't know what that means, but it does look like there's a lot of you, but in different colors. Comes out 2024. Okay. It looks nice. Visually looks nice. It's about what I've seen before in the last few days when it comes to these kind of games.
It could be interesting, but we don't know enough yet to really call anything on it.
New trailer for Payday 3. I don't know if this is the first gameplay trailer, but new trailer for it. Looks like they're definitely greatly expanding upon the first two based on what little I know of it. September 21st. Nice. Next, we got the worst kept secret in the world. Thanks, Atlas. Persona 3 Reload. I'm going to have to double check if they capitalized the L on that. I don't know if they did. Basically, yeah, this is the Persona 3 remake, so I'm assuming it's running off the same engine they use for Persona 5 Royal. It said Unreal Engine, so I don't know if it's running off of Unreal 5. But, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they're using the Persona 5 engine for this. Or the engine they're going to be using for a title we're going to talk about a bit later. Was it the Metaphor de Fantasio one? Could be using the same engine to use for that one. I mean, did you play the original Persona 3?
No, I didn't get a chance to play that one back in the day. I knew of it. I'd seen footage of it and stuff. I just never actually got a chance to play it myself. I did.
Yeah.
You know, I've been. It's one of those games on my like, on my backlog list. One of those ones that I really need to get around to doing. Same thing with Persona 4. I didn't get to do that one either. So, I mean, honestly, I've still got Persona 5 Royal sitting on my thing. Funny enough, I played Strikers first before even playing Persona 5.
Okay, I was gonna ask you a voice actor question, but like, what's this?
You can ask me that.
Sorry, hold on a sec. Oh, are you kidding? Oh boy. Let me see something here. This is this is disappointing. Persona 3 Reload will not include content from FES or Portable.
Oh,
it's the base game.
No. Do you know why? DLC. They're going to nickel and dime you for the Portable and FES content. They will include it because that's an opportunity for them to make money off of it. Of course they're going to include it. They're just not going to include it with the base game.
But see, the problem here is as well, according to what I'm reading, Persona 3 Portable had a new story campaign where you played a female protagonist.
Yep.
So you're also nicking the female protagonist.
Like I said, no, they'll add it back in as DLC.
But they did confirm
not going to be there in the base game.
Aside from new visuals, it'll have newly updated recorded voices, new scenes, events, as well as new and arranged music. Sorry. You said okay, so let's see. Alejandro Saab is voicing Akihiko Sanada. Dawn Bennett is voicing Aegis. Allegra Clark is voicing Mitsuru Kirijo. I apologize if I butcher any of these.
I'm pretty sure those are all the original voice actors for that.
Well, they said new. I'm assuming they're okay. So okay,
they're probably re-recording the dialogue because the scenes are being shot completely differently with a new engine. They're not going to work the same. Probably a lot more of those are going to be like actual fully animated things, as opposed to just like the ones that you'd see with Persona 5, where it's like just kind of the static character models, like making the motions, and then there's like a little anime head here with the lip flaps going on, actually speaking out the dialogue.
So 2024 was it 2024 Persona 3 Reload. Then we got Avowed. This is Obsidian's first party title for Xbox. It looks like a pretty solid looking like fantasy RPG game. Like, I mean, looked pretty dope. I thought it was Assassin's Creed for like two seconds at the beginning.
To be fair, their protagonist player character guy is really looking like he loves to cosplay as the Assassin's Brotherhood. So
yeah.
Then
after go on.
No, I'm just saying. So
Then the only real surprise I got from this, which is Sea of Thieves: The Legend of Monkey Island, which sees your titular characters of Sea of Thieves visiting Monkey Island, where Guybrush Threepwood is now pirate turned governor, and crazy shit happens as well on the island. July 20th, I think fans of Sea of Thieves Saga will be happy. Fans of the Monkey Island series will be fucking ecstatic. I mean, to get a sort of sans like kind of sequel. Yeah. Let's see. Next up, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. They're making this like a seasonal thing, so that's cool. We saw a bunch of updates, which include now you'd be able to control rescue vehicles, boats, all the like stuff like that. Comes out 2024. Kind of got that from the title. Then they announced
I said that as a joke.
Then they announced a crossover DLC event with Dune, which includes being able to not only be able to visit the planet they visit in Dune, which the name escapes me, but also piloting one of their ships on that planet. That cool looking Firefly, Dragonfly.
Yeah, the planet Arrakis, and yes, the Dragonfly fighter.
Yeah, the Dragonfly. Yeah, November for that one. Got some gameplay, more gameplay from Senua Saga Hellblade 2. About what you expected, even with the cool headphone trick. Like I said, it was pretty fun getting the experience.
Yeah, they actually included the binaural audio like in there so that you could actually get it through your different speakers. So that was pretty cool.
Fortunately, 2024, which that surprised me. I thought this was coming out this year by this point. Then we got a very odd teaser trailer for next Like a Dragon game, Infinite Wealth, which sees a new titular character, butt ass naked in either Miami or Hawaii.
No, it's the dude from the first Like a Dragon game, though.
No, that's why I said our titular new hero, like not the Yaku, not Dragon Dojima. I'm just a returning new character is what I mean. But yeah, butt ass naked.
Not Cosmic Kitty, the dude from the first Like a Dragon game.
Yeah. Basically, from either in Miami or Hawaii. I guess we'll find that out a bit later. But that's naked.
I'm still leaning towards Miami because the buildings there near the beach look an awful lot like the buildings around Miami Beach, because Miami Beach is near downtown Miami. So
this one got to be unique in saying early 2024. Fallout 76 getting Atlantic City DLC that they did not show. Then from Capcom, which I guess we'll get more explanation on this whenever I get to watch around to watching Capcom Showcase. Kunitsu-Gami, Path of the Goddess, which is a very Onimusha looking like game from some of the people behind Resident Evil and Monster Hunter. And that's all we got. Maybe hints of co-op, but if it smells like a Onimusha game, if it tastes like an Onimusha game, if it feels like an Onimusha game, then why is it not an Onimusha game is my biggest question. Yeah, I mean...
I was going to say, actually, I think the best way to describe it, dude, is they took Onimusha and Okami and put them in the blender. Hit puree. Because there's a lot of bright colors with when you saw like the character taking like weapon swings, there was that kind of artistic little trail going on. I'm sorry, that's the stuff that was making me suddenly lean towards Okami, especially with the name there.
So,
but I agree, yes, with the demons and stuff, that does look more like Onimusha. So I guess, that's what I'm going with, is like they took the two properties, since Capcom owns the rights to both, and just put them in the blender, hit puree, and here's what we get.
Forza Motorsport, I guess they announced a partnership with Cadillac and announced an October 10th release date. Whoopee. El Trozo Online expansion. Whoopee. Overwatch 2. Apparently, all the content they promised from the get-go will be now coming this August. Yay. Persona 5 Tactica, which is the second Persona 5 spinoff game. This time, instead of it being a Muso-like, this time it being a Tactics-like. November 17th. For some reason, they told us they gave us a gameplay trailer for Starfield, even though we're getting a full direct at the end. This one was cool because it's so cool to hear, see that Don't Nod is working on so many projects. Jusant looks like a Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom adventure-like. We're exploring vast open areas and civilizations that have long passed, stuff like that. Love the vibes. Visuals were pretty nice. Have a cute little alien pet companion.
I gotta admit, with the companion, I was getting more of the Eco Last Guardian, Shadow of the Colossus vibes with that.
Yeah,
it was a Team Ico game vibe to it. But yeah, the Breath of the Wild stuff is also in there. Just saying, I got a few vibes of that too. Still looks good though.
Yeah, coming out fall 2023.
Just in time for Christmas.
Okay, see, we are secret mode. Sorry, I'm looking up a little bit more on our next game, Still Wakes the Deep, from Secret Mode and the Chinese Room. Chinese Room apparently helped with development on that game called Little to the Left, that OCD puzzle game where the cat interferes on occasion. From some of the people that helped with that. And the Chinese room. Oh, they did Everybody's Gone to the Rapture.
That's why I was wondering why that didn't even sound familiar when you said that.
Yeah.
But
I'm basically,
sorry, I hadn't heard of the other one, but like when you said the Chinese room, I'm like, I've heard that name before. Why have I heard that name before?
Basically looked like a survival horror game on a oil rig, which I'm like, cool, that's different. Early 2024.
I mean,
then we got
enough,
Dungeons of what's
I was gonna say different enough. I mean, we've the horrors out in the water, we've done that. In gaming, we've done that a few times already at this point. But on an oil rig, okay, that's a new location at least. Let's have fun with it.
Dungeons of Hinterberg, which looks pretty cool. Very cell shaded visual spectacle, really nice. Got some big action adventure vibes. Look really like a good time. 2024 in that one.
Yeah, that's one of the games that came out of this that I'm all like, dang, I really want to play that. I really hope they release it on something else so that I can.
Then Mr. Breathtaking himself, Keanu Reeves, making his second appearance at Xbox conference. Talked a little bit about and showed in-game footage of the Phantom Liberty expansion for Cyberpunk 2077. Looks dope. I mean, not much else to say on that. I like Idris Elba. He's a great actor. September 26th.
Thought that just ran through my head. Dude, do you think Keeley heard about how Microsoft was going to get Keanu to come back out to do more Cyberpunk stuff? So that's why he went to all the trouble of getting Nicolas Cage out there.
Maybe.
For the Dead by Daylight reveal.
Maybe. Next we got our first trailer for Cities Skylines II. I've heard this game. It's been like everything. The first game's been like everything. As I see they're finally doing a sequel on it. October 24th. Then the one that confused us for like what felt like 10 minutes, and that's Metaphor de Fantazio, which I'm going to look up a bit about, which looks like a medieval, I'm going to say it right now, looks like a medieval Persona game. It seriously does.
You're not wrong.
Medieval Persona for me.
It's a Mega 10 game. It's a Megami Tensei game, guys. I've been going on about this like throughout of this whole video, but yeah, it's a Megami Tensei game, guys. It's part of the Mega 10 franchise. It's gonna look a lot like the Persona games because again, people don't say it anymore and they don't include it in the box art, but the original game is Shin Megami Tensei Persona. The Persona 1 is Shin Megami Tensei Persona.
Okay,
Persona is a sub-series of the Shin Megami Tensei games. So is this one. Okay.
So apparently this game has been in development for like ever now because it was known in Atlas as Project ReFantazio. Let's see. This is even this article here, it says looks like someone spilled Shin Megami Tensei over it. Let's see.
I wonder why.
Okay, story seems to center on a contest to become the realm's next ruler, something that apparently requires the faith of the people. So it's a dark RPG. I'm whatever on this, honestly. Okay, so the name. Okay, so they put. Okay, I gotta fix that. I mean, it just looks like, I know it is, like, it just, everything about Persona game, except it's not a Persona game or a Shin Megami Tensei game for that matter. It's just hilarious. At this point, I'm just finding it hilarious. But not much to say on that. I mean, it looks nice.
It's an Atlas game, and it's the part of the studio that works on the Shin Megami Tensei games. Of course it looks nice. They always make them look nice.
TowerBorne from the Banner Saga developers. Okay, looks nice. Adventure game. Looks like they're definitely thinking outside the box compared to their last game. Then
all right, guys, let's go get them.
Yeah. Clockwork Revolution was technically our final game before Starfield. and it's a BioShock Cyberpunk steampunk where apparently your character can greatly impact the fate of your own timeline, your own present day, from the sound of it. Which I like that. The time travel concept's pretty dope. From, like I said, from the developers of the Wasteland series, so it could be some good story in there.
We're gonna have to wait for them to actually do some more, but I recognize the voice in the trailer, and that's definitely I don't remember the actress's name off the top of my head, but that's definitely the lady who played Sophia Lamb from BioShock 2.
Then
you and I have both played that game. You know that's what that is Sophia Lamb. You're expecting to go, this is my daughter Eleanor. She's my daughter, not yours.
Yeah. But it did look good, but like, okay, cool. I mean, can't wait to see more. It looked good. I mean, I feel like I'm crapping on it, but it actually did look good. Like,
this is again one of those games that looks really good. Hope they port it to something that I can play it on.
Then, before Starfield Direct, our grand last thing was a new Xbox Series S model, which is black and comes with a 1 terabyte solid state and costs $349, coming out the 1st of September.
Oh no, remember, they were evoking AC/DC because they went back in black, they said. Back in black was what
yeah, whatever. And the Starfield Direct happened. Yeah, so my grade is going to be a B. Like I said, there was a lot of stuff I was fascinated by that looks promising that I can't wait to find out more about. And no, I'm not watching that fucking extended showcase bullshit they always like to pull, where it's just interviews and not really anything new. But like, I like what there's a lot here they showed that I liked. It looked impressive. I was curious. But nothing was that big how, like a big holy shit. Like I was hoping Fable would be that, but no, it wasn't that at all. Like the Persona stuff got leaked, so that fizzled out quickly. And I don't care for Starfield much, but there was a lot of promise here with the indie titles. A couple of the first party stuff looked promising, and the third party stuff they showed here generally has my eyebrow raised, like the new Capcom IP and stuff like that. And a new Atlas IP as well. Just like, but overall, there was nothing in women you go, how? It was like nothing, not even anything from the Starfield Direct. The stuff from the Starfield Direct was boring to me. Like it was stuff I already knew. It's a very ambitious, not Skyrim / Fallout game in space.
The fact that we were barely paying attention to it, and we were mostly talking about a lot of the stuff that we'd seen before the Direct started.
So yeah, but we were
snarking all over it.
Like I'm still going to give it a B. Like I'm still just going to give it a B. Your grade?
Honestly, my grade, like, yeah, I'll call it a B minus. Like literally, if you're scoring it on like the old 100-point rubric, like, you know, the way that we do it here in America, where 80 points is still a B, but it's the absolute like lowest B you can get before dropping into C territory. Yeah, that's exactly where I'm putting it. Because granted, this is the first I've seen of any of the actual footage. I heard about the two things being the Persona 3 remake and and basically a Persona 5 tactics game. Okay, cool. I'd heard about those, but hadn't actually seen anything from that. They both look really, really good. And the new Metaphor game, that looks really good too. Clockwork Revolution looks really good. Again, I really want to play that. I was going to say Dungeons of Hinterberg. That was the name of the game.
The what? Which one?
Hinterberg. Dungeons of
Hinterberg?
Hinterberg.
Yeah, Dungeons of Hinterberg. Yes.
Hinterberg. I'm just going to call it Hinterberg because that's what I can remember. Hinterberg. Looks great. Want to play it. Not buying an Xbox for it though. Want them to port it to something that I can play it on. Please do that. Plenty of stuff here that I loved getting to see Richard Ayoade again. I loved him on IT Crowd. I've loved him in everything that he's ever done. He's awesome. I'm glad that he gets to be in a Fable game. But again, not going to buy an Xbox just to play a Fable game where he might not even be there for long. And hell, we don't even know that he's actually in the game. They used him for the trailer, but that doesn't mean that he's actually.
I would assume he's in the game.
I'd certainly hope so that they went to all that trouble, but I'm just saying Fable did some weird shit back in the day when Molyneux was still in charge of it. So I'm just saying, I know that he's not anymore, that he's not even attached to it at all, but still, for me, the reputation's a little bit tainted. Because they've done some weird shit in the past that it was all like, oh yeah, we're making promises and even simple stuff, and they still screwed it up and didn't deliver. So I'm like, I'm very cautious about stuff like that. But still, saw plenty of stuff here that looked really exciting, but not enough or I would be convinced to buy an Xbox. So that's why, like I said, absolute lowest B I can give it. I'm giving it a solid 80 out of 100.
So B minus.
Yeah. Absolute lowest B I can give it.
So that's fine. B average. Like that's what we basically gave. We basically gave the showcase a B average. Oh, I gave it a B. I gave it a B average. It's funny that the one guy to have the best conference of the Key 3 season is the guy who came up with the term Key 3. Like Summer Game Fest was really fun. Like it lacked, but I think somebody online made a good point. I was reading, is like, that's what you're going to get when you have a 90-minute conference about video games. It's not all going to be hits.
Well, and to top it off, like, good God, like, again, like what? Sony was like, what? Like 12 or 13 games. This was like 22. How many did Keighley show off for the freaking opening ceremonies at Game Fest?
Yeah.
Like they showed off like over 30 games. Like what was it, like 30, 35 or something? Almost 40? I just remember it was a lot, man. Like they had more games than like I think both the Xbox and Sony conferences combined.
Yeah.
And that's even including the couple that were repeats.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm giving it a B. That's why I'm sticking with a B on this showcase. Like, it wasn't bad. Like, I didn't hate it. Like, the good stuff was shown, but like the stuff I've really, really been wanting to see for years now, it's still just behind a CG trailer. Like, the fuck? How do you not have any gameplay to show for Fable when it's been developed for like a good 3 to 4 years now?
Mm-hmm. And I do want to add one thing. My grade, I am saying that I will retroactively in the future drop it to like a 75 if any of those games that I was really excited for does not get ported to something I can play it on and it forever stays in the Xbox getup. If they make it so that I can't ever play some of those games without having to go visit the Bay, then retroactively I'm dropping it down to like a 75 if games like Hinterberg or Clockwork Revolution don't get ported to something that I can play them if I forever stopped from playing.
It's fair, man. No, yeah, it's fair. I know. It's the always internal debate about like loving a game instead of loving the platform. And with Microsoft, I really want to go. I want to get a Series X, man, but you're busting my balls, you know? It's like, give me a reason. Like, give me a reason I should buy a new Xbox. Give me a reason I shouldn't just take most of these games that are probably going to be on Xbox One and just play them on my Series, my Xbox One S, you know? Like, give me a reason to get another Xbox. So far they haven't. And while this was showcase was promising, it still feels like they don't have that big hook. And what problem is, they're relying on hooks that we've seen before in different forms already that I just not psyched for at all. Like, and I don't get it. This is not the first time it's happened to me where I've seen a big game everybody adores, and I'm looking at it, I go, I don't get it. I think for me that was Skyrim. I'm like, I don't get it. Like now I get more because I played Breath of the Wild and currently playing Tears of the Kingdom, which are basically like Skyrim likes. But like, I just like sometimes it's just like with this is like I just don't get it. What's there to be hyped about? I feel like I'm on both. It's weird when I'm on the other side of the coin, the hype coin. You know, they're very excited, and then the side where I'm like, okay, cool.
Again, there is the one part of Starfield that I'm seeing that I do kind of get it, but the problem is that they make it look pretty for all these showcases and everything, but I don't know how they actually play. They look good, but that's with like sporadic, 5-10 second clips, not how it's actually going to play over the course of, say, an hour. Is this something that you can, and that's the space stuff, the actual in space, in your ship stuff. Granted, some of that stuff, when I'm seeing the battle stuff, I'm being reminded of playing X-Wing and TIE Fighter back on my old Windows 98 PC. I'm remembering. I'm seeing that and I'm like, ooh, that looks familiar. That looks like something I remember being a lot of fun. But is it? Is it actually as much fun? Does it play the way it looks like it plays? Or is this something where they've done a little bit of a computer trickery to make it look a lot more fun than it actually is? So anyone that's getting excited about the space combat stuff, I get it. I remember X-Wing and TIE Fighter. Those were some really damn fun games. And even Star Wars Squadrons couldn't quite replicate that.
So let's wrap it up because I feel like we're just trailing now.
Yeah, we are. Yeah,
be average from us overall on this one. Good stuff, but it didn't have that big wow factor for me for this. So other than that, folks, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button if you want to talk to us more about stuff like this. Comment down below if you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like us just a little bit more than anybody else when it comes to talking about Xbox stuff like this during the Key 3 season, let us know in the comments down below. Put down what you thought of our reactions overall. But most importantly, we thank you for watching. Of course, let us know what you thought overall of this event as well. This is out of order. Words for announcements. What do you think about the first party offerings they had? What do you think about some of the third party announcements they had here? What are your overall thoughts on what Starfield is offering?
Which game are you looking forward to?
Yeah, just let us know in the comments down below. And of course, where can they find you, Richard, on the internet aside from right here, right now?
Okay, aside from here, we've got Nerdy Chic Universe. It's both our YouTube channel and nerdychicuniverse.com, our website. Mari and I do all kinds of stuff. Mari does makeup stuff. We're working on gaming stuff. We've done interviews with a lot of the folks that you hear do voiceover work for all this stuff, and we've talked to a few of the other folks, some of the soundtrack folks, some of the developers and stuff. We got all those over there on the YouTube channel, and we've also got like various written stuff over on the website. So go check that out. And the links will be down in the doobly-doo down below.
Yes. In the doobly-doo.
But yeah, turning back to you, Kristen.
Thank you. Of course, you can check out previous Key 3 season reactions right here on our channel, including our Devolver Direct reactions, and even our Summer Game Fest opening ceremonies reactions. And of course, on the next episode of the Key 3 season edition of SRB Gaming, we will be, of course, tackling the June 2023 Ubisoft Forward. If any last year's Ubisoft, we're in for a boring time. So until next time, though, I'm Kristen.
And I'm Richard from Nerdy Chic Universe.
And this has been a very, very Xbox-filled episode of SRB Gaming. We will see you guys later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out any of our previous reactions,
as well as one of our other SRB shows,
check out one of the playlists down below.
And if you want to check us out in the social universe,
you can find us on Twitter and Stardust
at Super React Bros,
as well as on Facebook
at Super Reaction Bros.